So let's go ahead and talk about the last week or so. So I'd been looking for employment because I need an income, and I decided to just go ahead and take a look and see what was out there. I applied for a sales job at a hotel and was offered, instead of the sales job, a job as a banquet coordinator, where essentially I was going to be coordinating the banquets, going from booking to execution, all of that. A couple of things happened over the course of the last 5 days that I was employed there, because I started on Wednesday. I was supposed to be given a tour when I started on Wednesday, and I get there, and the tour is about to start, but unfortunately the person giving me the tour has to call 911 because somebody's freaking out. One of the guests in the hotel is freaking out. It's okay. Things happen. I totally understand. We don't have to worry about that as part of, one or two things happening is not a big red flag type thing. But later on that day, housekeeping goes up into the room and sees that it is covered in blood, covered in other types of bodily fluids, and it looks like something just bad has happened in there. So management says, just leave it. You can't do anything about it. We will go and take care of it, which by take care of it, they mean that they will go and call an outside vendor who's certified to take care of it. Okay, no big deal. No big deal at all. And you have to always call 911 from your cell phone when you are at the hotel as a staff member, because if you use the hotel phone, it'll ring the alarm and upset all of the other guests for no reason at that point. Okay, cool. Learning. I go, I get a tour, I see all of the banquet and conference rooms so that we can see how things go, which was kind of cool. I really enjoyed that part of the tour. Everything's good. We sit down, I'm like, alright, I'm ready to get into an email, or show me what the events are. I don't get an email till noon, so I'm just sitting there doing nothing. I literally am reading Wikipedia. I get my email, I find stuff, I start emailing out the leads that we have. Some people actually started calling and wanting to book. Okay, cool. Whatever. Wednesday, I don't have a number to clock in yet. I get the number to clock in on Thursday, and on Thursday, somebody was running around the hotel with a number of issues, screaming and yelling, and with all of that, they were yelling and screaming, and it ended up taking 6 cops and 4 paramedics to get them down onto the stretcher. I didn't see it, but I went up with one of the managers, because I was like, I want to see how to do a room inspection, just in case I'm ever, the only one here. They said, okay, yeah. We go up there, we actually find some paraphernalia that needed to be removed, and it indicated what happened. Okay, cool, stuff's happening, things are weird. And then we have a meeting with somebody who wants to have a pool party for 500 people in a pool that seats 44. And it's this whole thing that doesn't really make any sense. And I'm just sitting there, thinking about how it goes and everything. And I'm starting to have some, second thoughts about it. And I'm like, okay. And then on Friday and Saturday we have events. And then they get mad that the way that things go. And then on Monday, today, I go in and they're like, yeah, no, it's not going to work out. And I'm like, okay. And I wasn't even mad, because I was like, I kind of just don't even want to be here anymore. I'm going to get paid for 40 total hours, which is good. It'll get me the income I need to pay my phone bill for this month before my student loan refund comes next month, which I've been using for my living expenses for a little while. But what I'm doing with that, the student loan, is simply just going to use it and try to find employment and go from there. I may have an interview by the end of this week. I'm also going to try to monetize on YouTube more, in general, and get TikTok and stuff. But I've been looking for other employment because, honestly, getting employment is important. Because as you gain employment, you gain money, and I'm also considering applying to law school. So right now I'm in graduate school, getting a EDM, which is an educational master's in English Education and Studies, that does not lead to initial or professional certification, and I don't have a certification. I don't want a certification because I'm not going to work as a teacher, because honestly, just with the way that the world is right now, it's not something that I could see myself doing. But I am going to finish the master's degree so that my application looks better, and so that I don't look like somebody who's with it, I've decided to apply to law school because it's like there's a law school right there. I had a 3.6 undergrad GPA. I have a 3.97 grad GPA right now, and I'm probably be able to finish with like a 3.8, 3.9. And with all that, everything will be good, and I'll be able to take care of that, and I'll take the LSAT, everything will be fine. I took a couple of practice questions, and I'm at a 40% success rate right now, which I think is really good for literally having absolutely no practice whatsoever going into it, so that's exciting. Um, I ended up looking at some of the reviews of the hotel, and it was bad.